Hello Shenanigamers, and welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. We did rather well exploring the ruins last time in our second champion quest, so now what do we do? Let's see, what can we do this time around? There are several avenues open and available to us. So then, what can we do here? Let's see. We could take Reviers, Fitzherbert, Halaker, and Vanoy. Get them all up to, or maybe Bone Lady. Get them up to level 5 if we can. We could take the usual suspects. Quest here. Guess it kind of depends on what we want to do. Let's see, what is there that's available to us? Protective Padlock. We already have some immunity masks. Eternity's Collar. Fortifying Garlic. Sun Cloak. Debuff Amulet. Plus 30% debuff skill chance, plus 30% debuff resist, minus 4 dodge. Blasphemous Vial. Ethereal Crucifix. Ancestor's Coat. I really like that. Ancestors of Lantern. Minus 20% chance party surprised. Plus 20% chance monster surprised. Plus 10% stress. Coven Signet. Last Will and Testament for the Leper. Plus 15% protection, plus 15% max HP, minus 10% death blow resist. The Last Treasures of a King. Plus 15 accuracy if hit points are above 60%. And then Archer's Ring. We've got options here, definitely, but this time around I think we're gonna go for the Warrens, and yeah, you know what, we're gonna take Reviers for sure. We can take Fitzherbert with us. Yeah, we'll take Vanoy, and then do we want to bring Halaker? I think we want to bring Bone Lady. Yeah, we're gonna bring Bone Lady with us. Right, and then this would be to the Warrens. So we have Reviers as a Warrens adventurer. Bone Lady as a Warrens adventurer. And no one has anything against the Warrens, at least not inherently. So that's good. So then let's just make sure we got decent skills. Yeah, they're decent, they'll do. Alright, so let's get some trinkets doled out here. Let's make sure we have unequipped and sorted by rarity. Now, let's see. Yeah, let's go with Dismas's head. More damage with Reviers. And then let's see. What else can we give them? Yeah, we'll give them the Bleeding Pendant. Bone Lady, we can give you the Sickening Satchel. We could give you the Quickening Satchel as well. But I think we want to go with the Blighting Satchel. Lowers the dodge a little bit, but thankfully ups Blight skill chance, which is very much appreciated. Vanoy, go ahead with the Lock of Fury and Padlock of Transference. There we go. And then Fitzherbert, Bag of Marbles. And then let's go with the Candle of Life. because we don't have a great healer here. I do like having the debuffs. Flash powder, festering vapors, those are good and all. But I think that's just... I think it's just gonna be a lot better for us if we up the healing we can do, because it's not much, but it's there. Alright, let's go ahead and provision this party here. Bring all the food we can, full stack and a half, 3 shovels, stack and a half of torches, 4 anti-venoms, 4 bandages, 3 medicinal herbs, 2 keys, 4 holy waters. We'll bring 2 laudanums. We already got all the torches we need. Okay, let's go ahead and embark. Warrants. A well-placed supply item can often protect against the hazards of interactive objects you encounter.
They breed quickly down there in the dark, but perhaps we can slay them even faster.
Possibly. Let's see what we can do. Complete 100% of room battles here. Let's get to it. This room's off on its own. Since we have Fitzherbert here, we might as well have them deal with the curios. Take what we can from that. Spirits command me to do this. They really don't, Reviers. Good thing you resisted that, though. And there's a trap.
Watch your step.
Thanks for that. No room battle here. We do get a scout, though. 2 curios, a trap, and then a room battle with a curio. Alright. That's not too bad. Just keep moving on this way. We are not going to be able to handle that. Actually, it is still fairly early on right now, so if we go for this, we're going to come back for it. This will be an after-the-fact thing. Pile of scrolls. Burning the scrolls, remove the quirk for Fitzherbert. Alright. I was trying to think, what does that do again? And remembered it does that. So yes, that was a good choice there. Now then, Golden Lady, and we have a 70. We have 3 70s and a 110, I believe, on trap disarming percentage chances there. We have the hulking Swinetar, a swine spawn, and a cultist enchantress. They open up with the vomit. Just gives a debuff to Bone Lady. Not great. Alright then. Let's go for the manacles on the swine spawn then. That'll stop them from doing that next time around. Let's go for the poison darts on the cultist enchantress. The damage of the time effect going, and the blight resistance as well. Stressful incantation at Reviers, which they dodge. Crunching backhand. Ow. Resisted the stun though. And then we go for festering vapors on the enchantress as well. We resist the debuff, but we do get the blight even higher on there. And then an Iron Swan will probably kill from this point. There we go.
Surges as the enemy crumbles.
No more stress from the enchantress. Now let's go for the thrown dagger on the swine spawn with a crit for 15.
Give them no quarter.
You bled on my best coat. Alrighty then. Let's go for the... Actually, let's go for the beast vial here. Crit on both. I will not be bound again. Blight and the debuff. And then we'll go for another blight here. No damage from that. They resist the debuff and the blight. Let's go for if it bleeds then. There we go. Another crunching backhand. Good dodge from both of you. Reviers and Bone Lady. And then Bone Lady can go ahead and use poison darts here just to keep that blight going if we can. We'll go for another Beast's Bile. That blight even worse. We're actually gonna go for Bleed Out here instead of If It Bleeds. And then another use of Festering Vapors. Crit 2. There's 20 health gone already. Yeah, the damage over time effects are enough to take them down. Bone Lady dodges the crunching backhand, so we're fine. Which means that now we can go for the manacles here, just to see if we can get a stun. And we do. That's lucky. And then... let's just click Shadow Fade here. Let's go with the Shadow Fade, just because we can. And then we'll go with the If It Bleeds.
The bigger the beast, the greater the glory.
Take everything we can from that. We get a scout. A hallway battle and a room battle down there. Okay, that scouts out the rest of the place. So there's only one other hallway battle, or one other room battle. There are 3 hallway battles here. We can avoid some of these if we want to scout out every room and then potentially come back for this curio. But first things first, there's this makeshift dining table here, an oddly assembled dining table. There might still be food scraps around. Let's go ahead and use the medicinal herbs here. Take what food we can get from there, as well as the coin. And then let's go... well, first things first, set the default party order back up, and then let's actually head this way towards the next room battle to get this hallway battle out of the way. So we have a slavering ghoul and 2 twitching maggots. Well, first things first, we want to get these maggots out of the way, if we can. But at the same time, in the same manner, we want to make sure that we get lots of damage done to that ghoul. So let's go with the needles there, the poison darts, which we get the blight for, and the debuff. We can go for Beast Bile, hit the maggot and the ghoul. The maggots resist the debuff, but they get blighted, so they'll be done next turn. Grave Nibble and Reviers, they resist the stun. Blight does some damage, they go for the Howl. Great full team dodge on that, very happy with that. And a Grave Nibble on Fitzherbert with a crit for 8, which gives them bad humors and stuns them, which is not great. Let's go for the Iron Swan here. Get some good damage going there. And then let's go for another Beast Spile here. Crit the maggot and keeps the blight going on the ghoul. Go for poison darts there then. A little bit more damage. Ups the blight a bit. And then we're actually going to go for it if it bleeds on this ghoul. Some more damage, and the blight and the bleed combined will take them out.
Size alone does not dissuade
and then a Grave Nibble on Vinoy, which they dodge. Okay, there we go. Now let's go for the Fortifying Vapors on Fitzherbert here. Doing them for 5. Pretty good heal. Go for Absolution with Vinoy there. Go with the Poison Darts on the Maggots. Sets up the Blight, does some damage. Go for the Wicked Hack, and that'll finish them.
Executed with impunity.
Take what we can. And continue.
Such blockages are
rubble.
unsurprising. These tunnels predate even the earliest settlers.
And what can we do here? So it's a debuff if we purge these with holy water, if I remember correctly. Let's have Reviewers take a look at them. Dull and uninteresting. Alright. I'm okay with dull and uninteresting there.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Head into this room. Room battle, a Swine Reaver, a Swine Gorer, a Swine Spawn, and a Frothing Madman. We get the surprise though, so let's make the most of it, if we can. Let's go with the Manacles on the Swine Spawn. That'll stun them, so they can't spread more disease. Then let's go with the Poison Darts on the Frothing Madman. Hits and sets up a Blight and debuffs them. So for Festering Vapors on them as well.
Devastating
Crit
blow.
for 3. Make the Blight even worse, and then we'll go for the Iron Swan. That's a decent amount of damage there. Blight takes care of it.
Death by inches.
The Swine Spawn doesn't even get to use anything because they were stunned. Look where it hurts. Bone Lady, which debuffs. Ball and Chain on Herbert. They resist the stun. Now we can use the Manacles here on the Swine Reaver, which stuns them. Look where it hurts on Vinoy. Ow. They resist the debuff. Vomit on Vinoy. Ow. And they get Hysterical Blindness. And a debuff, which lowers their dodge. Alright. Hysterical Blindness. Minus 20 accuracy if stress is above 70. That could circumstantially be bad. If we keep their stress low, that's fine. If it gets high, though, that's really dangerous. So let's go ahead and focus on the Swine Gorer for a bit here. Set a Blight up on them. Make it even worse. Right. And then let's get some damage in there. And we get the bleed going. Okay, so the Swine Gorer isn't a problem anymore. So then let's go ahead and just stun this Swine Spawn again. Right, there we go. And now we can go for the pick to the face on the Swine Reaver. Get through the protection. Swine Spawn is stunned. Go for the Wicked Hack on the Reaver. A lot of good damage there.
The slow death. Unforeseen.
And then let's actually go for the Flash Powder on the Reaver. Debuff, lower their accuracy, Ball and Chain on Vinoy. Ow. Resist the move, resist the stun. Let's go for the Manacles on the Reaver. We get the stun. They're at pretty low health, we can probably take care of that. Vomit at Fitzherbert, which they dodge, thankfully. Let's go for the Thrown Dagger at the Swine Spawn. That'll take them down.
Onslaught. Destroy them all.
We can go for the Wicked Hack on the Reaver. And that'll take care of them. A rare antique here.
Foolish horrors.
Anti-venom, take a coin,
and
what we
driven
can of
into
it.
the mud.
What we can of portraits. Would like to take some more busts, so let's swap the Jade out for those busts there. Right, now the quest is complete, but we are going to continue adventuring. No new scouts there. Whoops. Did not mean to go there. I was thinking of going back there and cycling around to these other rooms, but no. Right now we're just going to have Fitzherbert check what's in this chest. We have more portraits, minor antique, another emerald. And what else is there? Okay, what is there that we could get rid of for this ruby? Probably not a whole lot. I guess we could use some food, in theory. Let's go ahead and do that. There we go. And then we can take that ruby. Alright, so let's head back up this way. And then we can head down these other hallways. Just to check the other rooms, make sure that no secret room pops up. Alright, there's some hunger, we can deal with that. Books. If we burn these, that will cause stress, I believe. So let's just have Revier's read. Natural Swing, which replaced Warren's Adventure. Okay, so now Revier's is going to get stressed easier. Not great. That's kind of why we had them with Dismas's head, because they had the minus 20% stress, which canceled out the stress gain from Dismas's head. Natural Swing gives more accuracy, which is good. I would have rather swapped out Wield Scrounger, but this is what we have to deal with now. Okay, so yeah, 70, 110, 70, 70. Yep, so Bone Lady, it is. Right, there we go. Bring the Torchlight back up. And then we'll head up this way. We'll have Fitzherbert. Check this sack. It is empty. Check this sack. It is empty. And then we'll go into this hallway battle. It's the collector.
Eyes of youth, twisted and made merciless.
Well, let's go ahead and get the torchlight up. Do some holy water because we have it. Might as well. And you know what? We're gonna do it. We're gonna go for the manacles here. Go for the stun. And we get it. Yes. Very happy with that. Alright, now let's go for the poison darts here. We get the debuff and the blight. And we'll go for the festering vapors. More blight, more debuff. They're stunned. We could go for bleed out here. But I don't think we want to debuff Reviers like that. Instead, we'll go for the Wicked Hack. We need the damage. A good amount of damage at that. Let's go for the manacles again. No stun, but that's about what was expected. We'll go for the poison darts again. Crit for 8. More of a debuff. More of a blight. Blight does some good damage. We'll go for the collect call. And then we'll go for more festering vapors here. And then we can go for the Iron Swan. More damage with a crit for 30. The blight will take care of them. We just have to play this out until their next turn. The blight will take care of it. We don't have to worry. There's no Vestal up here, so they have no way to heal. We've got this. So let's go ahead and try to stun one of these collected highwaymen or the collected men-at-arms. Let's stun the men-at-arms so that they don't set up protections. Alright, we get the stun there. Good. And they went next, so it was a good call. Alright, let's go with the thrown dagger at the collected highwaymen. Some good damage from that. And let's go with the flash powder on this highwayman. Alright, they go for the headhunt on Reviers. Ow. A lot of damage and a bleed from that. There goes the collector.
Collection scatters. The rats prepare to feast.
Handled that rather well.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
That they can. That they can. Now, we are going to want this puzzling trapezohedron. So, let's go ahead and take it in place of the laudanum. And then we're going to move on. No scout from this room. And then there's only one room left for us to explore. And if we don't get a scout that reveals a secret room from there, then, you know what? We're going to try it. We're going to go back and try to take on the Shambler. We'll deal with the hunger here. Running out of food. We'll have Fallen Lady deal with the trap. And then here we have a rack of blades, which we can deal with this bandage.
A fortune.
More food.
Waiting to be spent.
Minor antique, more coin, and an onyx. Let's bring the lights back up. And in here. No scout. Okay. We could go through that last hallway battle, but I don't believe that to be a wise decision. Instead, we're just going to do exactly what I said. We'll do what we said we were going to do. We're going to head back this way. We're going to try the Shambler again. And if it doesn't work out, we're just going to back out. Another hunger there, which we can deal with just fine. Move this way. Alright, so now let's go ahead and prepare for this. The torch is at its fullest, not that will matter. This changes how I feel about it. The Noi, Bone Lady, and Fitzherbert are all at full health. We'll heal Reviers up with the food. And then we'll give Reviers. We will give Bone Lady. And we will give the Noi holy water. That will up their resistances. Now we have 2 medicinal herbs here to get rid of debuffs. Let's go ahead and do this. These beasts will fight harder in the dark.
A star spawned horror.
Alright. Not too much of a shuffle. So, let's go ahead and deal with this as best as we can. Let's hit this thing with poison darts with a crit for 5. Great opener. And then we'll have Vinoy move back 2. And now we're back into position. So we can have Reviers do an if it bleeds here. Get a bleed going. And then we'll go for the Festering Vapors. See if we can't worsen that blight a bit. There we go. Alright, decent damage there. Abjuris Advancement. Good full team dodge. Very happy with that. And then these Shambler Spores show up. Let's go for the Poison Darts here. We want to keep these damage over time effects as high as we can. There goes the Clapper Claw. Good dodge, Reviers. And then one at Vinoy. If they don't dodge. And then that painful buff. Let's go for... We could go for a stun. No, I think Beast Bile is our best bet. Keeps the Blight going on one and starts it on another. So let's keep the Blight going on the Grotesque Shambler. There we go, making it even worse. Now we could use the Iron Swan and focus them down. But this time I think we probably want to go with the Wicked Hack on the Shambler Spore. That takes them down. Stentorious Lament. A lot of stress from that. And the shuffle was not great. So let's go for the Shadow Fade, actually. Puts Bone Lady in stealth and gives them a bit of a buff. Clapper Claw on Reviers. Ow. And then we'll go for the move back with Vinoy, setting us back into position again. We'll go for If It Bleeds on this Grotesque Shambler. They resist the bleed that time. And we'll go for the Festering Vapors. Their Blight resistance is 0 now, so they don't resist Blights at all. Another Stentorious Lament. That just brings Fitzherbert up to the front. Reviers' resolve is tested, and they become paranoid. My soul stands out like a flame. I am exposed. Clapper Claw at Reviers. Ow. A lot of damage from that. Whoever sent them to test us, surely we are doomed. No, not quite. Okay. So right now, Thrown Dagger will deal a lot of good damage. But I feel like Poison Darts might be the better bet, just to keep the Blight as high as we can. So we're actually going to use the Poison Darts here. Does some decent damage, debuffs, so it keeps the Blight resistance low, and keeps the Blight high. And we're actually going to go with Absolution here for Vinoy. And then we'll move... We could move Fitzherbert, but instead we're going to keep him up front just this time. Just to keep that Blight going. They've caught our scent, more will join the pack. Yeah, because that's always nice to hear. And then we'll go for... Do we go for the Wicked Hack or If It Bleeds? Their minimum damage is about the same. The max damage output is different, though. Let's go for If It Bleeds. We actually get the bleed. Okay, there we go. Alright.
Ears.
Wow. Everybody got shuffled around there. And then Fitzherbert's resolve is tested, and they become abusive. Yikes. We stand to perish because of you dullards. It's alright, we can deal with this. Clapper Claw. Ow! Fitzherbert's is now at death's door. They have hunted us. They know our weaknesses. I see only swirling blackness. Okay. We can deal with this. We can handle this. We have to deal with this Clapper Claw, who has a lot of buffs to them. Let's go with this. the Blight set up there. Then we can go with the If It Bleeds. We could go with the If It Bleeds on the Shambler. But instead we're going to move Reviers up. I told you not to disturb the relics. Alright, that stresses out Vanoy. And they've become abusive as well now. What a cruel twist of fate to be stuck with you mummers.
More destructive than
With the fortifying vapors on Fitzherbert. That gets them off of death's door. My vision clears. Yes, it does. Now, if we wanted to stress everyone out, we could actually... You know what? Screw it. We're going for it. We're going for the transform. Vanoy's in the front. We need the damage. And they have more damage now. If we go for the slam, that could do 2 to 5. Rage could do 3 to 6. The rake could do 2 to 3. And then rack up. Well, it would lower the dodge and speed if we hit with the slam. Let's go for the slam. They dodge, of course. Our accuracy isn't great. Stentorious Lament. More stress. Heart attacks are going to start happening soon. Bone Lady's resolve is tested. Bone Lady becomes focused. Very nice. Aim for the eyes. They'll never see it coming. Oh, I hope they don't. Yes, go for the Clap of Claws on Bone Lady. Ow! A lot of damage from that. That buff just got stronger. Now we're actually going to have Vanoy transform back, now that they're towards the back. That relieves a little bit of stress from everybody, and we'll have them use Absolution to heal up and lower their stress even further. The damage over time effects will take care of the Shambler proper, so right now our focus is on the Shambler Spore. Crit for 2, Blight. They're now blighted for 6. All we have to do is survive. All we have to do is survive right now. So let's go for If It Bleeds and Grotesque Shambler and take them out ourselves.
Between worlds is no place for mortal men.
Then we can use the Festering Vapors and the Shambler Spore. Just to cement that they're going to die. And down they go. Made it out of that. We'll take the Minor Antique, the Ruby, use the Torch to bring things up. Not that we need to. We'll take the extra gold. We have another Bright Tambourine and the Ancestor's Candle. Plus 15% damage, plus 2 speed, and plus 5 dodge if the torch is above 50. Plus 10% stress. We'll go ahead and take that. We'll use what food we have left here to heal up people. We'll take the Bright Tambourine. And we'll swap the Skeleton Key out for this Citrine. And then that will be that. Now there's nothing left for us here. Everyone's stressed out. Fitzherbert's about to have a heart attack. Let's mark this quest as complete and head back to the hamlet.
Their confidence is shaken.
Man. This team put in some serious work. We took on 2 practical mini bosses here. We took on the Shambler and the Collector in one go. That was insane. At the brink of insanity. The brink of a heart attack. But that went very well. Reviers is now level 4. And Bone Lady, Vanoy, and Fitzherbert are all level 5. All of these levels are earned. Very much, very definitively well earned here. Reviers has Guilty Conscience now. There's the crushing guilt of deeds real and imagined. That's not great. Vanoy got Gambler. Might need to fix that, but more worried about the disease. And then Fitzherbert got Tetanus on top of their bad humors. Alright, well. Once we get back to town, we'll start getting rid of some of these diseases.
A fresh irritant to some. A sanguine memory to me.
Or back to the hamlet, not necessarily back to town. Whatever. Close enough. Either way, let's go ahead and get to the sanitarium here and take care of some of this. We need to get Vanoy cured of their hysterical blindness. And Fitzherbert cured of... Let's go with the tetanus first. Reviers doesn't have any diseases, but we could get rid of their guilty conscience. but they're a bit stressed, so let's send them to the bar for a drink. A very well-earned drink. And then Bone Lady can go have a drink as well, just because they earned it. Wine Bones Tigers can go have some wine with Reviers. Okay. Now, in terms of what else we have here, let's go ahead and unequip and sort by rarity. There we go. We have 3 ancestral trinkets now. We have the Ancestor's Candle, Scroll, and Tentacle Idol. Oh then. Right then. Then we have the Critical Stone, Disease Charm, Protection Stone, and Bleed Charm here in the Nomad Wagon, none of which are exactly of interest to us. We have 2 Adventurers, an Antiquarian and a Highwayman, and then 5 Seekers, a Vestal, 2 Shield Breakers, a Bounty Hunter, and a Jester. We have a lot of high-level heroes on this roster now. We only have 1 squad of low-level heroes. Honestly, we might have to start fitting the herd a bit, but who knows? We might be able to get through the Darkest Dungeon without getting through all the bosses. That'd be an interesting one, but I think we want to get through the bosses first, if we can. So we'll see about next time, maybe sending our lower level squad out to deal with a boss. Possibly. It'll be risky with Just Relax Kid Jr. and Pekoth being so low in level, but we might do it. We have the funds to up their weapons and skills and armor and such at the moment. And let's take another look at these districts here, because we are still creeping ever closer to having enough busts to unlock the Granary or the Sanguine Vintners. You know what? Which one do you Shenanigamers think is the better one? Let me know. But that is going to go ahead and do it for this particular episode of Darkest Dungeon, I believe. Yes, that is going to go ahead and do it for this episode of Darkest Dungeon. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you haven't already, if you want to see more content like this, or the other kinds of content that we put out on the channel. We're going to keep the content coming, so don't worry about that. Hit the notification bell so that you receive notifications when we post new videos. Leave a comment on the video, it helps us out a lot, it really, really does. Also, remember to leave a comment if you want to have one of the heroes on this roster named after you. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!